Hi everyone, this is Jennifer from A Homemaker's Life, and I am wanting to do another hot topic today. Today's hot topic is college and university tuition. Let me go ahead and give you some statistics. This is from collegedata.com. Right here it has in quotations, according to the College Board, the average cost of tuition and fees for the 2015-2016 school year was $32,405 at a private college, $9,410 for state residents at public colleges, and $23,893 for out-of-state residents attending public universities. That's just some statistics, and I'll go a little bit more in depth about that. First off, let me just say, I have been a college student. I did not finish my bachelor's degree. I do have a degree in Associate of Arts, and I have 2 semesters left. Excuse me. I have 2 semesters left for my Bachelor's of Psychology. And with that, I was lucky enough to get financial aid and not have to pay for actual tuition out of pocket. I did, though, have to pay for all of my books out of pocket because the cost of tuition took all of my financial aid. I also did have to take out a subsidized loan for my bachelor's degree, and I finally have that paid off 2 years later, that is. And it was only $500, and it took me 2 years to pay it off. And that was actually making a decent payment. The cost of tuition to get into colleges is outrageous. And I see this as being a problem. Not just because I'm a student and I don't want to pay that amount. The reason is because just about any job now requires you to have some sort of college education. And in order to get a college education, you have to go to these expensive schools. You do not have to go to a public university. You can go to a private university. You can go to a public university or a public community college. And that way it is much cheaper than going to somewhere that is private. But even at the public ones that are supposed to be cheaper, students are going in debt. And it just adds up and adds up and adds up. And the only way that they can pay for it is to get another loan. And to get another loan and to finish out this next semester, okay, well, I've already got this loan. I can't pay it off yet because I've still got to pay this. So they have to stretch their loan out even longer. And it accrues so much interest. The interest that these loans earn is just outrageous. And it's killing students. Well, not killing them literally, but it's killing them in the sense that they don't want to finish school. They don't even want to try to go to college because they know they're going to come out of college in debt. And that's not what college should be about. College should be about going and going into your career and being able to be happy, not worrying about going into your career and having to do this job and worrying about not even having any money to get your bills paid other than paying back these loans. College tuition should be much, much cheaper than what it is. It does not cost the colleges and the universities that much to keep them running. There's no way. If you look at it, for instance, for 2 semesters, which would be a year at a public community college, is roughly $3,000. So that's for 1 year of schooling. So that's $6,000 for a 2-year, which is normally how long it takes you to get an associate's degree. That is $6,000. Okay, so you've got $6,000. Let me just use my calculator. It'll be much quicker. Roughly, at a community college, you have several students that are actually a good many students that are there for an associate's degree of some sort. So we've got $6,000 per degree, roughly, that they are having to pay, whether it be by financial aid, whether it be out of pocket, whether it be both, whether it be by scholarships. Either way, the school is getting roughly $6,000 for each student to get a diploma or a degree. Okay, let's say I know my community college had about 300 students that were at the time, because they do also certificates and other things such as that. Lily, will you please turn that off? There's a button on the side that turns it off. Thank you. But at my school, there was roughly 300 that were going for just an associate's degree. Now, there are plenty more students at my community college, but a lot of them were going for certificates, which is completely different. Costs are different, and everything like that. So we will just do the 300 students that the school is doing with the Associate of Arts degree. So 6,000 times 300 is $1,800,000. You cannot tell me that it costs that much in 2 school years, or in 2 years, for the school to run that college. There's no way. The power, the water, paying the professors, all of that does not cost anywhere near that. There's no way. Where's the rest of this money going? Why is it costing so much? This is a public community college, which should be affordable for the students to go there, which should make it easier for them to go there. Why are they having to pay this much? Why are they getting right at almost $2 million to pay that they are bringing in? Yes, I understand they have to keep up their licensures. They have to keep up this, that, and the other. None of that costs $2 million in 2 years. There's no way. There's no way that the professors that we have over here at my community college, that with as many as we have, which we do not have many, there's maybe 50. You can't tell me that you're paying them that much money. You can't tell me that your power bill is that expensive. You can't tell me that there's this, that, and the other. And then not only is there the $6,000 that they're paying each year, they have to pay a student fee each semester. That student fee is $25. And then in order to get your degree, you have to pay an extra to get your degree. You have to pay for your cap and gown to rent them, but yet you have to turn them back in. And it was an outrageous amount that I was having to rent my cap and gown for. Why is it so expensive? There's no sense in students having to go in debt like they are for an education. We need to make education affordable. Make it free. If nothing else, if you have to charge, then charge the minimum. Have them buy their own books. Yep, you need to buy your own books. Okay? And let's see, there's 50 teachers there. 50 times, let's see, they make, we'll say they need to make at least $300 a week. Times 52 equals $780,000. So now let's divide that by 300. That's $2,600. So these teachers that would be making $300 a week, which to me is still a lot because they're not even going to be teaching 8 hours a day like our public schools do. They come in, one teacher may only teach 2 days a week. One teacher may only teach 1 day a week. One instructor may only teach online courses. But that's $2,600 per student to be paying their checks. And that's just out of those with the associate's degree. So if we add in those that are paying the extra for the certificates and the programs that they do and just the little rinky-dink classes that they have. Like they have a class over there that you can sign up for. It's $30 per class, which really adds up. I don't think people really think about how much it adds up to learn how to decorate cakes. And you pay by the class. You can go twice a week, or you can go once a week, or you can only go to one class. But in order to get the full thing, you've got to go to 6 classes. Okay, so 6 times 30 is $180 that you have just spent on cake decorating, which are only 30-minute classes. And then you've got a class of, say, 20, roughly, which is normally the stop-off of how many students they allow in there. That's $3,600 that teacher has made. And on top of that, you have to bring your own supplies. College is outrageous. Something needs to be done. Kids staying in dorms also at these big universities where they have dorm rooms. I was actually, when I was in high school, looking at going to Western Carolina University. That was my top choice. And that was because they had a body farm. I was wanting to be a medical examiner. But that all changed because life happened. But my tuition there each year was going to be $32,000. That was going to include my room and everything like that. $32,000. And I was still going to have to buy my books. Why are you going to cramp 5 people into one teeny tiny dorm that is almost the size of a jail cell and charge them like $6,000 each a year to stay in this dorm? Which most of these dorms did not have heat, did not have air. They had one central bathroom per level, so that would be like, it was a 5-story building, so they had 5 big co-op bathrooms in one of the dorms. And if you wanted to get in one of the nicer dorms, that was an extra $10,000. $10,000. And those dorms, you still had to share a room with 5 other people. So it was 6 people in one dorm. Or no. 4 other people. So it was 5 people in one dorm. Now, yes, you had your own little room, but the room was the size of my bathroom in here. And my bathroom is teeny tiny. It was big enough for a loft bed with a desk underneath. And then a little mini refrigerator. And then you had a window. That's all the room you had in your dorm. And I refused to do that. I was not going to pay $10,000 for that. That was going to be, they were going to be getting $50,000 from all of us that would have been in that one dorm. One dorm. $50,000 in 1 year. Yes, I know that pays for power, that pays for water, that pays for supposed to be the upkeep of the dorm, but really? $10,000. Yeah, that's not bad if you divide that up. But that's still like $800 and some odd dollars a month rent, pretty much. Something needs to be done about our educational system in the universities and colleges. That's all I know to say. I don't know how it needs to be done because our professors still need to be paid and the lights and water still need to be on, but there's got to be a way that they can cut the costs on the students, because there is no way that students will ever get out of debt at the rate that it's going. College tuition is going up every year, higher and higher and higher. And we're going to have people that can't afford to go because they will still be paying off college debt whenever they die at 80 years old. Something needs to be done, and I'm hoping that our next president will be able to do something about that. But everyone, think about that. Just think about the cost of tuition, the cost of books, the cost of room. think of the cost that it is for teachers to get paid. These larger universities, they do have a few more professors, but they have a ton more students. So it's just, think about it. But everyone have a wonderful and a blessed day. If you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe.